nostalgia was a big trend, and internally as a marketing team, brand team, and all people of Miraggio design team were thinking, how we could bring in a collaboration or a campaign which could take us and then feel nostalgia for real. And there were hundreds of ideas which came in, and I think Friends became the best choice for us because I think it brings generations together. It bridges gap between millennials and Gen Zs, and it's a comfort watch for anyone and everyone. You're sad, you're happy, you're laughing, and I think it is a series where large set of an audience actually really really relates, and hence we thought what could be better way to bring nostalgia back than having Friends in our own Miraggio way, and hence we chose Friends as a collection. I think it was also to, of course, establish better awareness, relevant awareness, and also culturally relevant. And I think Friends is where a lot of people would connect and it would start a conversation. So hence, Friends became a better collaboration choice for us for this year.
Yeah.
It starts the conversation. It also depends on the execution of the things, right? Like how beautifully this is executed. A same collaboration can also go southways if it is
Mhm.
not very well executed, because product also matters a lot. And then, of
Mhm.
course, everything around the campaign also matters a lot. The kind of content you're doing, the kind of PR packages you're doing, the kind of gifting boxes you're doing, the kind of merchandising the product actually is. So I
Mhm.
think it just starts a new conversation in a world where we've seen so much of design, shoes, colors, detailings, materials. It's very fresh for people to see something that they were probably watching, using, coming to their life in a premium way where they're not shying away from also carrying it in a form of bag, t-shirt, shoes. So I think it's just very, very different. And it's also most of the collections and collaborations are exclusive. And
Mhm.
it also gives you like, it also makes you feel like you have a collectible, that there is
Right.
one piece of it that I have. There were only 500 or 1,000 piece of it. One of this is owned by me. I
Mhm.
think that is what is driving the shift for these collaborations as a whole, not just licensing, I would say. Honestly, some of the collaborations are meant to just come in, like
Mhm.
don't really need to drive very very longer term collaborations, because you, and it depends on the objective of the organization, right? We did Miraggio and Demi, and we did two drops, and both the drops were very very successful. Miraggio and Friends is a very limited edition collaboration. Limited number
Mhm.
of pieces are going to come, and yeah, and I think the objective is to have it like a collectible, and it's just a nostalgia, just a feeling. The customer will get, they will feel, and
Mhm.
whoever is lucky is going to get a piece of it. And yeah, it's not coming back. So the objective is very clear. So it's just to drive conversation, buzz, and a good memory, and it's to build that emotional connect with people. And it doesn't really need to be sustained for a very long period of time. Selling out everything within first 24 hours, I think, will be biggest KPI as a founder that I would like. But jokes aside, uh, I think it's more about conversations, how many conversations and engagement we are able to actually get out of it, because that's the real objective. And more than that, I think it's that reaction, that feeling, that
Mhm.
engagement on post, that memory coming back. Because I think more than it's more than a number game. It's more about a feeling, right? I mean, I'm again seeing you for probably 8, 10 times about smiling on Friends, seeing it. So I think that's
Yeah.
the emotion that we want to evoke in consumers' mind, and I think that is the biggest KPI, how people would like to the reactions, in fact, right? And that unboxing happiness of that product, I think is the biggest KPI, because what we're trying to bring is a nostalgia back to consumers' mind. And of
Right.
course, KPIs, engagement and revenue and selling, all collection in first 24 hours are
Yeah.
internal KPIs.
Yes.
Media is our really first priority, and then of course to some extent we might also explore yeah, I think social media for now, because Pinterest is a new channel. Instagram is of course a channel for us. Reddit is becoming a new channel for a lot
Yes.
of people to speak, have communication, have conversations, really seek validation, really seek anonymous
Mm-hmm.
real reviews about products. So it you can't fake as a brand any longer. So
Mm-hmm.
and I think we believe that we have great product, great quality. So I think we really feel that Reddit is something that we should, we could use as a platform, become a part of a larger conversations of these consumers that they're having. So we want to really spread out in terms of our media mix, and not just this, but also business media, fashion,
Mm-hmm.
A&M media. I think for relevant specific campaigns and specific updates of business or specific conversations, we're not limited to just only social media, but I think whatever is relevant and right for positioning of the brand is what we try to do at the right time. We launched 700 SKUs last year, uh, and I mean, one of the biggest thing that we focus everyone are involved is product. And yes, it is very distinct. We have a very large product design NPD team. It is one of the biggest teams that we have in the organization. We also have people across outside the countries as well. We have, so it is of course, a large operation system, and we put most of our energy, most of our time perfecting the product in terms of make and design both. And yes, of course, we do have lot of iterations, lot of designs, lot of materials, lot of sampling going through to finding those perfect 500, 600 SKU that we bring out in the world. But probably behind that, there are 2000 samples that were created to actually narrow it down to 600, 700 samples. And hence, we are able to create those distinct products because
Mm-hmm.
we don't try to settle with just normal design, and we try to create everything from scratch internally in our HQ. So that's how we are able to improve our designs and become better at designing every month, every year. Dennis bag has become one of
Tennis.
our franchisee. Sabrina bag has become
Mm-hmm.
very, very famous. And I think there are so many other bags. It's very hard to keep check on names now. I remember days where I had names on fingers, but there are too many bags to remember the names now. But two of these bags I know for sure are doing really, really well. And
Mm-hmm.
I think most of people love these two bags, and they are the OG bags of Miraggio. Yeah, no, so I think we will focus a lot more on creating experience for consumers as a brand.
Mm-hmm.
We are, of course, opening and expanding into retail footprint big time. We have opened our
Mm-hmm.
first store. Second store is coming really soon. Third is coming next month. Fourth is coming the next month after. So we are going uh, heavily in retail footprint. And right now we plan to just grow bags as a category, and subcategories portfolio to
Mm-hmm.
be expanded because there are so many categories there. But very soon we will also be getting into other newer categories as well.